and welcome to the Pendulum mini intensive that we're gonna do together. And I'm so excited you joined me in this intensive because we're gonna get chatty with your animals, and I already know you're gonna love it because there's nothing better than using your body and the extension of your body, the pendulum, to talk with your animals. So here's my pendulum. I will send you a very similar one before we get started. This pendulum is a little thicker and heftier than most pendulums. You might be familiar with a pendulum that looks more like this, and that's a wonderful tool, works great. But I especially like us to start with a heavier pendulum because sometimes the heavier pendulum gives us more clear information. And what I mean by that is it is easier to read the subtle nuances when it's a little heftier. This one has a beautiful chakra chain and it comes with a little bag. So that is going out in the mail to you so that you can get practicing before we have our first Zoom call. Now, I just want you to practice one thing to establish your yes and your no, because those are the two movements we need to establish with our pendulum. So in my case, I ask my pendulum, I say, show me my yes. And it starts going, and it starts with a small circle, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it gets the normal speed and circle size that I'm used to. When I say, now show me my no, you see that my pendulum goes back and forth. It goes from yes to no, from circle to back and forth. You could also ask your pendulum, another way to establish it is saying, my name is Nicole. See, I was already thinking my name is Nicole, and it shows me a yes. When I say my name is Jennifer, it immediately goes to no. That's what I'd love for you to establish before our session. In case you don't get a clear yes and no, and matter of fact, I actually do this every time before I start working with my pendulum. Swipe across your forehead 5 to 7 times from right to left. What you do by doing this is you're bringing yourself out of your more reactive, instinctive brain into your logical brain. In case you're stuck through some stressors in your right brain, you want to make sure that your left and your right brain are connected as you're doing this work. And so you go swipe, 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 swipe. Then you ask, show me my yes, show me my no. Because when we are in a state of stress or tension, sometimes the yes and no can get a little mixed up. So swipe your forehead, ask for a yes, ask for a no. Know that you don't need to have a circle to the right or back and forth, because that's just my way of communicating with my pendulum. Your pendulum might say yes and go back and forth, and no and go left and right. That's okay. We all have our own signature, and you just need to establish yours so that we can get chatting with your animals. I can't wait to see you on Zoom. Have fun, open and curious.